I think this is where we need to fight back and fight them hard. Because it's highly irresponsible and the blood and loss in lives and economic opportunities are in their hands. They know it, they still called for it. I think Johor is one of the most crucial elections ever. Not only is it Muda's first election, but Johor will be used as a barometer for UMNO, or as a litmus test for UMNO, ujian bagi UMNO, on whether they should call other subsequent state elections to pressure Ismail Sabri, the Prime Minister, which is a part of UMNO as well, to dissolve Parliament immediately, even if the Prime Minister does not want to. And you've seen a consistent pattern, right? Sheraton, in which UMNO was the biggest partner, and then Sabah state election, and then after that, you witnessed Malacca, Sarawak, and now out of nowhere, Johor, and then we hear already Perak and Kedah coming up. So I appeal to fellow Johorians. It is time for us to fight back. The Johor state election is an election in which the people will fight back against the arrogance, ketamakan UMNO. This is our time to fight back. And Muda will fight remarkably hard against UMNO now, who has grown exceptionally arrogant. Because if you still lose Johor, then you're not looking at general election. You will look at Perak and then Kedah, potentially Sabah, and only then GE. Because they want voters to not turn up, they want voters to feel a sense of apathy. I mean, how else can you explain the Johor state government, who, mind you, and I hope you can report this, they have already received many briefings from Ministry of Health that by February and March, COVID cases will reach 10 to 30,000. They know it. It's not that they don't know it. They've been informed, because even MPs get briefing, media gets briefing, government gets briefing. But they still decided to call for it. And now suddenly, when they saw yesterday cases being 10,000, oh my God, it's really bad. The hypocrite in Barisan Nasional could suddenly say, oh my God, government, you should be doing better. Zafro, you should be doing better. Ismail Sabri should be doing better. Hey, this is your government. The Prime Minister is from your party. The majority of your of UMNO ministers make up the federal cabinet. What are you talking about? Right? They know it. Johor UMNO knows it. So, the deaths, the low voter turnout, right? The loss in jobs, potential clampdown and lockdowns, the blood is in their hands. They know it. They got the briefing. They still call for it. Why? Kerana mereka tamak kuasa. They practice the same old corrupt form of politics, the politics of power struggles, right? There's absolutely no reason to call for this state election. And that's why when you ask them, they cannot come up with a reason. Or they say they want stability. Hey, the Johor government was so stable. So, oh, only got 1 or 2 additional seats. They have had 1 or 2 additional seats for the past 2 years, for God's sakes. For the past 2 years. I think this is where we need to fight back and fight them hard. Because it's highly irresponsible, and the blood and loss in lives and economic opportunities are in their hands. They know it, they still called for it. So the hypocrite part is when you have UMNO leaders scolding federal government. Yesterday you saw Datuk Sri Najib, right, saying, oh, what is this? We want 10,000 ringgit of KWSP money, not 10,000 cases. I'm like, hey, the Prime Minister is Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri, your partner in Pahang. The majority of cabinet members are from UMNO. Let's not forget that. This is an UMNO-led government, no longer Bersatu-led government. That is a hypocrisy. But the Johor government is not just hypocrites. They are power-hungry, tamak kuasa. Really tamak kuasa. Because it was a stable state government, opposition was not disturbing them. But just because they want to pressure Ismail Sabri, they want to gain more seats for themselves, they dissolve state government in the middle of the Omicron wave and post-flood relief. How irresponsible is that?